Let's go ahead and go down to the field where our commentary team, Leaf and James Bott, are waiting to call the game. Take it away, guys.
You know, Axel, this isn't fair. They just keep putting people beside me that are better looking than me.
Well, you know, life's hard.
It's just not fair. But we got a good match coming up. At least I can yell really well. And that's what we're going to get into with this next match. We have another semis for you guys, and I'm excited to finally do it with James.
Well, yeah, you know, we'll do a high five here. There you go. Now, don't ever touch me again. Sorry, buddy. Couldn't help myself. But Neo Tokyo for game number 1. Super high ceilings. This one is going to be interesting. Take 3, we saw them in their first series. They got out to a 2-game lead and then almost got reverse sweeped, and then were able to step up in game number 5 in Rumble, of course. Yep. Going up against a Genesis squad who also went to game 5. So I don't know who I would go with on this one, other than Genesis, because that's an obvious choice.
Yeah, of course. I mean, Espion's on that team. But, I mean, if it goes to game number 5, I'm going to say Genesis. As I was talking before, Pluto is just so happy with playing Rumble. He's one of those few that, like, of the pros that really know what they're doing when it comes to that level. So, or when it comes to Rumble. So,
well, he's one of the SARP vets. So we've got Insolences or D. Carmody, who's a veteran of SARP, and then Pluto, also a veteran. But that hasn't been as much of an issue in a long time. All the players caught up. So,
as you said, Neo Tokyo with a really high ceiling. Zane Jackie already up to greet the roof. Show it what's up, but they do get scored on, and so sick Espion gets the first one.
You see Pluto rolled that up the wall. Rizzo needed to make a save here, but Espion was able to beat him out. Rizzo actually just missed that one. He took an incorrect path to the ball, and Espion had a freebie.
There you go. Quick early goal, 15 seconds in. And they're already up into the lead. We'll see if an answer can come up quick. No mutators or anything as of yet, just the Neo Tokyo, which is a playable map in a league play for RLCS. So hopefully these teams will get some confidence during the Mayhem here to pull it out some more during league play. I know Europe's been brave.
Yeah, we saw Summit pick it twice.
Absolutely. Well, now we're seeing if answer can come out here quick from them. Take 3 almost had a play started up there at midfield. Didn't quite pan out for them, though. Another chance here. 2 people up on the lip. Got to be careful with that. We see Insolence is moving way up ahead. Zane Jackie trying to get a pass out to him, but he's going to back off instead. No, tries to take the shot. Espion and Classics, though, on the move forward. Gets intercepted by that defender. So roll around. Zane Jackie up to Rizzo. Rizzo to touch the midfield. Intercepted. High flying in. All I can hear is that boost right now. Zane Jackie out to Insolences. He's going to try to put... Oh, Zane Jackie actually gets another touch. That's going to throw Insolences off. And out of the play, Rizzo having to rush back to this one. It's Classics. Sends that one on net. Out to Pluto. Pluto has a chance, but Insolences in the way. Espion going to keep the pressure, but Rizzo, Zane Jackie ready to move out. I think Zane needs some boost, though. He will get a touch and move that one forward to the other end.
Good pressure so far from Genesis. They got that early goal due to the mistake from Rizzo and have not been letting up since.
Pluto, nice touch out in the front. No finish there from any teammate. Classics expecting a contest maybe. 2 up on that lip. Once again, got to be careful. They do drop it down now. A little more control for Rizzo, so he can roll this one out into the front. Zane Jackie a little bit short on that. Insolences will have to step up and interfere himself as Rizzo backs off. Knowing a long shot can come up from Pluto. He's really good at those ones. Ooh, miss from Zane Jackie gives Classics a chance, but a double whiff. That gives another chance now for take 3 to try to put a play on, but Espion in the air. No finish.
He did get that second touch, though, and now a chance for Classics.
It almost resulted, second touch almost resulted in a goal for them. Genesis just couldn't quite finish it. Very close, but if they can keep that up, they can see themselves extending their lead, approaching that halfway mark. Still only 1 goal up. 1 can tie this for take 3 on Neo Tokyo. Game number 1 between take 3 and Genesis in this best of 5. Said still a very close game. Classics tries to set up another one.
And again, this showdown on Neo Tokyo proving to be a defensive one.
Oh, Espion is going to connect with the back. Insolences couldn't get there in time.
So you see it's so high up in the air. Rizzo had to beat Espion, but Espion just noses him out, and Insolences got his bumper on it, but not enough, and Espion's going to get his second goal of the game.
I remember early on in Season 1, it was mentioned by Lawler a lot how quick Espion is up into the air, and he shows it right there, beating out Rizzo. As they extend their lead, Rizzo is going to try to Set up a play here, tries to get the 50-50 win, but loses that one out to Pluto instead. Classics waiting patiently on that backboard to keep it up on the upper lip. Get themselves a little more control in the corner. Zane Jackie out to the center. Off the backboard as Insolences tries to get a nose on it. Soft touch that one down. Rizzo waiting patiently here. He's going to wait for a pass preemptively up, but Classics saw that coming from a mile away and puts it back to midfield as Take-3 going to have to try yet again to set up another play.
Rizzo needed to get more juice on that pass into the middle if he was hoping to generate an opportunity, but Genesis just denying any attempt for them to get that ball centered.
Good control there from Rizzo to get that out center, but no follow-up from teammates. 2 people up in the air. That's a scary spot for Take-3. Had Espeon taking control there, but they do not gain possession, and Take-3 is going to be able to recuperate and try to send the one back down on offense. 1 minute of gameplay is coming up here, and they still have 2 goals to put in the net. 0 goals for them in this series so far. This could be their opportunity here, but a touch goes way too far. Miscommunication from them as Rizzo goes up, but Zane Jackie sends that back the wrong way. Espeon Classics ready for a play here. This could be a set down. As no one left in net, Pluto, though, a little bit pushed up, is going to have to back off.
Oh, if Pluto had just waited a second longer for that, then he would have had an open net, but he cheated up just a little bit too far.
And that's the thing with this map, and I see a lot of people make that mistake, is pushing up too far on this map. It's way easier to overcommit than standard maps on Neo Tokyo, and you see it a few times here, though. Passing play. Rizzo going to finish that one off. Pass from Zane Jackie.
Yeah, Zane, though, was the key player in this play. Going up, reading it beautifully off the backboard, and putting it right across the net over to Rizzo, who was waiting for it. And they still have 26 seconds left to tie this one up.
Well, as you said, whether that was a shot or a pass, it was going to be beneficial for their team. It resulted in a goal. 20 seconds left, 1 goal. They've been putting on pressure for the last couple of minutes. Here, we'll see if they can keep it up and convert that into a goal, but they are on the backtrack here as Genesis putting on some pressure. They just have to make sure they don't make a mistake and keep someone back far enough. Does not allow any advances from Take-3 to push forward on Neo Tokyo here up on the lip. Hard to get some speed built up. Rizzo does try to keep the dream alive, but Espeon going to put that one off the backboard. Zane Jackie has a chance to send that towards the other end, but Pluto is ready for that one. And Genesis going to take the first one only by a 1-goal lead, though.
And again, Espeon was able to score those 2 goals over Rizzo. That first goal that Espeon scored was due to that mistake by Rizzo. And as we're seeing on Neo Tokyo, very low-scoring games.
Well, again, it's something that a lot of players are still getting used to, being up on that lip, controlling the speed. Speed is something that definitely slows down when it comes to that lip. Getting up there, controlling the ball is something that players are getting better at, but still haven't got to perfection yet, as we obviously don't see it as much as standard maps. But they did a good job, both teams, of contesting as much as possible in front of the net. It's just a little overcommittance there. Was able to push some goals in, but now we head to a new other map that I'm sure a lot of people haven't practiced. We're going over to Retropia, what I saw,
that
right?
is correct.
Donut
Take-3
Town.
cannot get away from Take-3 cannot get away from this map. But also on Neo Tokyo, as we saw, a lot of times the ball getting hung up on the backboard or in the corner going up, and that situation with the backboard being so tall and the corners being so big, you just see players have miscommunications and the ball just get lost up above net and really nothing come to fruition. And we saw that a lot with Take-3, especially that one play, I think it was Insolences knocked it away from Rizzo and essentially cleared it.
Yeah, off the backboard. Zane Jackie, just didn't keep, it feels like a whole other playing field up there. And he's like, oh, I'll just dribble the ball on the backboard.
Too much time and too much space.
But now we head down to the donut as these teams square up. I like that camera. Looks beautiful right now as Insolences and Espeon go for that kickoff. 1 out by Insolences, but quickly sent back over into Take-3's side as they get a nice passing play. What a play utilizing that platform there. Good job from Take-3.
Apparently, Retro Utopia is Take-3's map. Insolences puts it right over for Rizzo, and Rizzo's able to knock that one in past the goalie. And what a passing play from Take-3.
That was a solid play to start things off on Retro Utopia. Making sure they cut any angles and not use the outside. Sometimes that can take too long, but back into their own end. Pluto trying to set up his own play here for Classics. A little bit too slow to that one. Rizzo is going to be able to push it out. Insolences Zane communicating well this time as they get a passing play started up over that platform, intercepted by Pluto. There's a shot on net. Classic's going to connect with a nice soft one to even it up quickly.
Yeah, you saw both Zane, Jackie, and Insolences committed to that ball. Rizzo was the only one left in net. Zane was trying to come up through the other side, but Classics just put that too high and out of reach, and now we're all tied up.
As you said it, all tied up. 30 seconds in, we already see ourselves back to where we started. Zane Jackie does have an opportunity to, a lot of T's I just put in that word, off the corner here. But off the crossbar, Rizzo isn't going to be able to connect with the back of the net. He's waiting patiently, though, knowing a pass can still come out. A soft touch down, intercepted by Classics. He had to get up quick. Still in a dangerous spot there for Genesis. The pressure is still on from Take 3. As they're just getting in the way here. Insolence is out of boost, but he gets the grab. Bad situation for Genesis. They're caught in the corner here and can't seem to find themselves a way out. But as you said, a save coming out from Classics there, but there it is. Rizzo finally making their way through.
Espeon picked the worst time to go get boost. You see, Rizzo was able to get a crazy angle on net there. Espeon was nowhere to be seen because he actually drove out of the back of the net to try to steal the boost from the other side, leaving the net wide open for Rizzo.
And here's the thing with that middle platform, too, that we just saw SPN go for, is you can't just drive over it. You have to actually make yourself airborne. And he went for a double jump, extending the amount of time that he's out of the play for. And they find themselves down by 1 goal. But I'm sure that will be answered fairly quick as long as they don't find themselves in that situation. Again, a lot of pressure was coming up from Take 3. And Genesis end there. Rizzo with a chip forward. Insolences is going to back off. Potential pass almost came out, but some defensive passing here from Take 3, almost putting themselves in a bad spot as well. Pluto and Classics get a play start up. Good pass from Classics. Not enough power from Pluto, and that is going to be set to the side there by Zane Jackie as Insolences and Rizzo try to move forward, but an intercept from Classic sets up another play. 50-50 in favor of Zane there. Insolences with a bit of a whiff. Push forward from Zane. The support is there, but not enough power, and Pluto, Espeon right back on the attack. Touch out, Pluto has a chance. Zane Jackie, the patience to keep this one out, but the finish from Classics, and we see a tie game again.
Oh, Rizzo tried to dribble this one out, and it ended up backfiring on him. You see, it gets blocked by Zane Jackie, and Rizzo, trying to force it out, gets blocked by Classics, who's able to equalize the score.
There it is, back to a tie game like we saw at the beginning. This is game number 2. First one went to Genesis. Take 3 looking to do their best on this second non-standard map to pull away with a win in this series, this best of 5. They're trying right now. They have a chance off the backboard. This could be a finish. Weird bounce off the corner. Hard to read. Insolences waited a little bit too long.
Oh,
Zane
what
Jackie.
a shot from Zane!
How did he even connect with that?
Look at this angle from Zane. Insolences pops it off of the wall, and Zane comes in, air rolls slightly, and just puts it in the upper left-hand corner. A precision shot from Zane Jackie.
Okay, Zane Jackie, I see you. And so does everyone else. 2:30 left, and they set themselves in the lead. What an angle from Zane Jackie. Good play from Take 3. They're going to try another one here as Insolence and Rizzo set up a play. Espeon staying grounded the shot coming off the backboard. Not enough pressure there. Espeon is able to push it out. Good patience from him. Using that wall there, they actually lose possession. Chance now for Take 3 to get another shot on net. Classics coming in at a nice angle to just stop that one in its tracks. Take 3 isn't done yet, though. Setting that one down. Pluto gets a touch out to Classics. Classics, nice touch to the other side, but we are still stuck at midfield as Take 3 moves back on offense. The transition from defense to offense is so quick in this map.
We can just drive back through your own net.
It just instantly happens. There's no in-between. Pluto, though, moving this one down the field. Looks like they might have a chance almost to set up a play, but they can't seem to break that midfield line. In front of the net, Zane Jackie almost finishing that off. And some weird defensive positioning.
That was a strange bounce right off the edge of that corner. So I was not expecting it.
Looks like Genesis wasn't either, but at least they were able to keep it out. Zane Jackie couldn't finish that one off. Rizzo with a shot of his own, though, on net. Classics keeps that one out. A nice save from him, sets that away, but shot from Zane Jackie stopped from Classics. There's some midfield play and passing play. Espeon, though, a little bit late to that one. Rizzo does set that up for Insolences. Here comes midfield play. Slowly moving out of their own end, but they are still a goal down with a minute left. And this is a scary spot for Genesis as that rolls towards the net. Espeon coming out through that tunnel. Finally sets that forward into the blue end. Tries to take a shortcut, almost working out for him, but it does get stomped out by Zane Jackie.
That was a strange play by Espeon. It almost worked out, narrowly getting blocked, but still just a very slow game when it comes to trying to generate offense.
I don't know what's going on between Classics and Espeon there as they get a little tangled up. Rizzo takes advantage and sends it forward, but Pluto is fully boosted up. Gets in the way of that advance. Now he has a chance, though, to shoot. He is going to put that one on target, off the crossbar. No finish from Classics. 14 seconds left. They need to get one in. This is their opportunity right now while they're on offense. Classics, a bit of a side flip there. Puts himself out of position. Pluto has one more chance off the backboard. He's got to get that out to Classics. Classics to keep it alive, but Espeon drops it down as Classics doesn't get the touch that he probably wanted. And take 3 going to take game at number 2 on Retro Utopia against Genesis.
This one very close, going all the way down to the wire. But Zane Jackie, he played very well on offense and defense, and that shot that he had, air rolling, putting that into the top left corner, that was highlight reel material. I can't wait to get a second peek at that one in the highlights. But overall, Rizzo also stepping up, getting 2 goals of his own.
As you said, we're going to see some tweets about that one later, but just solid play from Take 3. Honestly, Genesis was on the back heel a lot on that map. They just couldn't find a way to break out. Espeon, I think, finally figured out what they had to do, and it's actually the reason the first goal went in for Take 3 was pull it to the inside over that platform. Using the outside gave way too much time for your opponents to recuperate, get boosted up, and push back at the midfield to go back onto offense. And Espeon started to figure it out at the end there, and they did get on offense, but at that time it was a little bit too late, so they are going to lose that one. Coming to the next one, we have explosions everywhere. Game number 3 is Fisticuffs. Put them up.
Great.
Put them up.
Yes.
Put them up.
Fisticuffs, again, if you just tuned in, it's essentially Rumble, but it's none of the items that can affect your opponent's cars. So no boot, no tornado, and no disruptor, which is the force your opponent to boost.
No, this one, that's Civilized you're thinking of.
Yes, this is Fisticuffs, is Rumble Civil.
Oh, it is.
Don't worry, man.
I was thinking Friendly Fire. I suck. Well, Civilized Rumble is what it is instead, which is still exciting. Game number 3. Take 3 versus Genesis, all tied up in the series. And here come the power-ups. Espeon trying with that plunger to pull it in. Doesn't quite happen. Zane Jackie, though, almost getting a touch. Look at how much power he got off that plunger there. Rizzo with a shot off the backboard. There's going to be no finish. Actually, Zane Jackie has a chance. Put this one in, but a haymaker getting in his face.
The haymaker coming out of nowhere.
There's Rizzo with a shot on net. Espeon in a spot. Tried to power that one through him with the haymaker, though. He had some prizes of his own, but not enough power on that. Pluto ready for that touch from Classics as he pulls himself in with the grappling hook. Power touch from Espeon. Can he get a demo off of it as well as a touch? No. Barely winning the 50-50 out to Pluto. Zane Jackie now with a power touch, but a freeze. Messes up Rizzo as they try to move forwards. Classics!
The play from Classics!
Okay. That was an incredible play as they freeze and plunger it right in.
Watch, he just drives right by it, and he knew that it was going to go right into the net. Insolences had his grappling hook, but the grappling hook does not affect the trajectory of the ball at all. It just essentially sucks your car to that ball. So it was too little too late for him to make use of that grappling hook, but a heads-up play from Classics using that plunger.
Well, this seems to be his mode, and that's why I'm excited to see hopefully a Rumble mode between Classics, with Classics and with Pluto. Is just like, these guys are so good at Rumble, and look at these plungers. Grappling hook for Pluto off the walls. They try to break out of their end.
Pluto was airborne for so many seconds there.
Oh, the best is the around the worlds, when you just get taken for a wild ride around the whole pitch. Incredible fun. Double haymaker. And Rizzo with the spikes, but stopped out by Classics.
We saw 3 haymakers there back to back to back.
That's my favorite. So good. Classics, though, we've seen him do this before, and he does it again. Another magnet off the wall. Guy's so clutch.
Look at this. He hits it, and then he jumps towards net and just boosts right directly towards net. He knew that magnetism was just going to bring the ball along for the ride. Classic showing us how to use the magnet at a pro level.
So many highlight reels coming up for Classics with that magnet. I'm sure he's going to be lobbying for Rumble as the main mode in RLCS in the future.
Hey, let's not jump to any conclusions here. I don't know about that.
Double freeze, though. It's going to set up for Rizzo with a shot, but a triple freeze. What a freezing situation here. Espeon, though, going to try one his own. Can he finish it off? Loses a bit of control. That is going to be in front of the net, but a nice little freeze there. 4 freezes within 20 seconds here. And now all these guys are going to be reset for their power-ups. See one come out here. A power touch from Classics as he tries to force that one through. Out front again now for Espeon. The plunger, that's going to go too far, though. Momentum carries that into the corner. His teammates have some time to set up. Zane Jackie trying to set up for his teammate, though, so that they don't have time. Insolence is with the spikes. This is going to be hard to defend against, but way too high. And Zane Jackie with the magnet can't finish that one off, as you said.
He just went too high. He had a perfect spike. He could control his car, all 4 wheels touching the ground, and he had a chance to bring that into net, and he just went too high.
Pluto shoots that one down to the other end. Hopefully his teammates can get there in time to set something up. Classics trying to get that power touch, but out of the way. Demo from Insolence is onto Espeon. It'll give them a chance to break out of their own end here, but Pluto will not give up pressure. Mind gave it a Demo here, but Classics doesn't care. That's going to get in front, and they're going to get a goal.
It started out with Classics demoing someone in net. Insolences takes out Pluto, but Pluto sacrificed his life for the squad and got it back to Classics, who was waiting for that center ball, and Classics gets his 3rd goal.
For the Horde. Incredible. There we go. 3 up for them. And they're looking to take game number 3 against Take 3 fairly well. And, you know, I said it, if it does make it a game 5, these guys are looking so good with these items. They know how to communicate so well to make sure that they're fully utilizing these. Now, Classics with a chance, but Insolence just pulls them back and kills the dream of getting a spike aerial from Classics. Pluto has a chance to put that one in, though, but Rizzo plows his way through. There's a freeze as well to stop that. No one able to develop a play here. Insolence is taking control of the ball. Good play from him, but a plunger gonna take power over the magnet, and Classics with another one.
If this was like ranked Rumble, Classics would be a grand champion. He is carrying this team right now. 4 goals, getting another plunger goal, and he just he was just done. He was done after that, just laying upside down, turtle style.
No problem. Picnic time.
Easy, baby.
Easy. 1 minute left. We say Take 3 down 4 goals as they face off against Genesis. In the mid-season Mayhem, a freeze up there stops Classic from following it through on that one. Zane Jackie tries to get a power touch, but once again, so hard even for these pros to get those touches off the backboard. Classics with a chance in the power touch. Forces it past Insolences, but not on net. Haymaker goes nowhere. Rizzo tries to send that one away. There's another haymaker from Insolences. They are on the attack now, but 4 goals down with 40 seconds. Even in Rumble, that's going to be a difficult situation for them.
Yeah, it's going to be quite the hill to climb here with just 30 seconds left, but Classics has been putting on a clinic in how to play Rumble Civilized.
Ooh, good touch from, wow, Rizzo, what a power touch. If he didn't get that power activated, that was not going up in front of the net. What a pass.
Yes, exactly. Perfect timing, getting it up in the air for Zane. Zane actually had that grappling hook, too, to make sure it would go in, but 20 seconds left for 3 goals. It's not going to happen.
Not going to happen. Which is all right, because that means we get some more exciting matches after this. I'm super excited for the next one. But there's a touch out. Classics. They're going to try to at least get one more. 10 seconds left. Genesis looking to take it 4-1 most likely, unless they can get another one or get scored on here for game at number 3 to Genesis.
I mean, I would change that to say Classics, because he single-handedly destroyed, dismantled Take 3.
That was incredible, and just how well he handles the physics in it. You know, between the magnet, between the plunger, he knows exactly where that ball is going to end up. And he makes sure it's in the back of the net every single time.
Yeah, making the most of it. We saw Espeon got a plunger there, wasn't able to get the goal. Mm-hmm. The plungers we saw from Classics were just really, really good. And then the magnetism goal as well. Very, very impressive. Just jumping up and driving towards net, using your boost, because he knew that the magnetism was just going to drag it along for the ride. So Classics single-handedly getting 4 goals, every single goal for Genesis Classics scored.
And the rough thing, too, is when you're going for that ball and you see your opponent drive past you towards your net, You know something's up, but at that point, it's almost too like, oh no.
Yeah, like Rizzo was going for the power hit, and then Classic's plunger just
right
hold
through
it.
it. There you see it. Yeah, just at the corner of your screen. Nope. I'll take that one. But yes, coming into game number 4, Mayhem. Unlimited boost. Let's make sure I get this one right this time.
It's right here. Super
Wait,
fast
yes,
ball
I
speed,
did get it right.
super light ball weight, high ball bounciness, and unlimited boost. So expect a lot of misreads off the wall and the ceiling this game, and maybe some long range goals.
So the last time we saw this one was absolutely ridiculous. It was so hard for them to get control of it, and everyone, because of the unlimited boost, going for so many contests, lots of aerial play to be expected. A lot of crazy bounces as they try to get the first one. Insolences almost getting that quick off 5 seconds in.
I did not get to cast the last Mayhem game.
It's so fun. It's incredible. We'll see here now. Rizzo way under that one. Classics tries to put that on target, but a 50-50 goes way over to the corner. Rizzo rolls that one in front. It could be a scoring opportunity for Classics, but Zane Jaggy with a nice long shot there. Almost puts it on target. Rizzo trying to bounce shot that one in, but it goes way too bouncy over the net off the backboard. Some ping pong back and forth. That could almost come back to their own end. But what a shot!
The save from Espion.
Insolences is getting so many good reads on these fast bounces.
Espion was perfectly positioned for that shot, though. It was so fast. He had to know exactly where it was going to be.
Touch out there. Good clear to midfield from Insolences. Right back down into their own end, though. Take 3 on the defense. Finally onto offense. We're going to see that transition very quickly as this ball is super bouncy. Insolence is going to leave it for Rizzo.
They're so gingerly trying to touch it. Like they barely have to touch it, and it just launches across the map.
Well, that's what we saw in the last one. They just slowed down to make sure they're getting the right touches. Okay, guys, just tap it in. Just tap it in. And aerial everything.
Oh, that might go in.
Almost, but Zane Jackie does get back in time. Espion with the backflip. What a shot from him. Almost in. Pluto a little bit under that one, forgetting how fast this ball bounces. What a shot, though, almost from Espion. And they are back on the attack. That rolls on the blue side. Take 3.
I wonder if we'll see more shots purposely off the ceiling, because it seems like that might be a good strategy.
Well, remember Hot Wheels Sid got one in that other match before. Whether it was calculated or not, it seemed to be the way to go. I was glad you point that out. Hard pitch to the other side. Some horizontal movement here. Rizzo with a touch out front, but Espion is going to be able to stop that one. The roll down could be in their favor, but Insolences was ready in net. Keep that at the midfield line, though. Classics with a hard touch in front of the net, off the roof. Pluto and Classics post up for that. They're out of position now, but this is still going to be hard to score. Zane Jackie with a rocket off the corner.
Oh, and Classics had a chance. I was expecting a higher scoring game than this. They just cannot put anything on target.
Well, it's hard. I mean, they go for their expected shots, but they just go so wide because they do not react the way they're used to it. Classics get a soft touch. Look at it just fly away from him, even just tapping it. It's just out of there. You have no chance of keeping control. This is what Start BC was like.
Oh, Espion's going for the second touch.
Almost stops the pass too. So intense.
He almost had a
triple
triple touch.
What?
The save from Insolences. I cannot believe he was able to keep that out.
I'm pretty sure that was pretty much in. But he does keep that one. Espion with a shot off the backboard. So hard to control these shots. Back down into Genesis end. Still 0-0. Completely scoreless. Genesis is up 2-1 in the series. They just need 1 goal even to win this series. Take 3 looking to stay alive, though, with a goal of their own. That's rolling towards it. And Rizzo just a drop down. But just to drop down is not easy when the ball is this bouncy. And everyone has boost to contest everything. Ping pong back and forth off the backboard. Rizzo up pretty early. What a read from him. Just a little bit off. And that is going to bounce in front of the Genesis end. Good pass there from Espion out, but intercepted shot. Zane Jackie picking the bottom corner to the far side. A minute left.
So Espion actually tried to pass that over to his teammate, but he set it up right for Zane Jackie, who cut that off, and Pluto was perpendicular to the net, so he couldn't get to that shot on the far end in time. Maybe if he was parallel, he might have been able to sneak that one and get a save, but now 1-goal lead, and that was really the first opportunity or shot on net that we saw. Really dangerously close.
We'll see if they can keep this lead. I mean, if the rest of the game's any indication, the game's already over at this point, and Take 3 wins. Zane Jackie with one of those roof shots you were talking about, though, almost sneaking another one in to extend their lead. 45 seconds left. Only 1 goal is what Genesis needs to bring this back to a tie. Otherwise, we're going to see a game number 5, which would be super exciting, but a long shot from Espion ties her up.
This is what you call a Hail Mary. Espion jumping from the center of his goal, flipping to actually hit that with the top of his car to get that angle. What a long-range snipe.
You know, I think he just got tired of trying to make these soft touches. He's like, screw it, I'm just shooting it from our own net. Well, it works out. 30 seconds left. 1-1. Another opportunity here for them to get the lead, or we might see an overtime. Espion once again trying to go for those long shots, but way wide on that. Classics tries to keep it in. There's Espion for a touch. Loses that 50-50 to Insolence. It's a hard shot, almost going in off the backboard. Classics there now, just trying one more time. 9 seconds left while they are on offense to try to keep this play alive to get on the win in, but they finally do lose control. Not that it's really easy to keep control in the first place, and that is going to go into overtime for Mayhem. Super fast, super light, high ball bounciness, unlimited boost. This is just absolutely nuts.
Genesis is just 1 goal away from securing their spot in the semifinal and it guaranteeing at least the second place prize pool money.
They could do it right here with a shot on net, but a hard clear from Insolences. Goes off the roof. They lose control right back onto defense. They're going to have to go. Classics. Nice stuff on there, but Pluto. Hard to read that super fast. Bounce Espion with a shot, but he misses that one. They're trying so hard to get these precise touches on this ball. And that's why you see some of these whiffs off the corner. Insolences with a chance, but misreads that bounce off the top corner of the roof. Now Zane Jackie, a roll around, going on target. Classics rushing to push that one back down to the other end. Now it's going to go off the backboard. Rizzo is going to be able to get a touch. Approaching a minute of overtime here. Still 1-1. As you mentioned, 1 goal is all that Genesis needs. Let's pull away with a win here, but a long shot off the backboard. That's going to go right back down towards Take 3's end. No play going to be able to come out of that one.
Take 3 just fighting to stay alive and force that game 5, which would be a standard Rumble game. And we've seen quite a few series go to game 5 today.
Pluto pass out, though, to Rizzo. Rizzo, too hard of a touch, but a second one could come in. Bounce shot. Pluto back to midfield. He's going to try to follow this whole time. Unlimited boost. It's very possible to do that, but just misses that soft touch on the floor there. He's going to try to send it right back in, but it missed there. He's out of the play. Where is he? As he sends that right back down to Classics. Zane Jackie, Insolences, all 3 of them a little bit close, especially when the ball's moving this fast. Going right towards the net. Thankfully for them, Rizzo was there to stop that shot from the far side. And now Insolences with a chance off the roof. A little bit too hard, though. That's not going to go towards the net. 2 minutes of overtime in on Mayhem. Now game at number 4. With Genesis needing 1 goal to win this to get into the finals. Insolences off the backboard.
And it's kind of an interesting strategy that Take 3 is utilizing right now. Rizzo is just staying in the back, protecting the goal, and then waiting for a bounce so he can get a clean shot on net. And even still, you see now Zane doing the same thing.
No, absolutely, and it seems to be, well, we talked about this adaptation from these teams, and it's so cool to see it in real time when we get these strange modes. Just adapting to it by Classics! Gonna squeeze that one in, halfway through another game into overtime, 2-1, Genesis gonna be able to walk away with the win.
Passes to himself off of the corner and just takes this series for Genesis. Classics in the last game scoring all 4 goals, and in this game getting the overtime goal to punch Genesis's ticket to the finals.
Absolutely, as you said, at Classics, so key. It doesn't matter what game mode. He loves the goofy stuff, and he pulls his team through to win into the finals.
The goofy stuff? He loves the goofy stuff. What? I love your vocabulary. It's full of surprises.
It's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. We're going to go back to the desk so he can make fun of me off screen a little bit more.
Thank you, Leaf and James Bott. Delightful commentary, as always. What mayhem in the midseason mayhem?
I just feel.
No.
Hey, I'm 5-1 in predictions now. Lawler's just a little upset that he just can't beat the wizard when he's actually on stage. Instead, he just badmouths me over there. Kind of what James was doing. I feel bad for Leaf.
I do too a little bit.
That was rough.
Let's take another look at that one in the form of the Mobile One high performance replay as we saw Genesis take down Take 3.
And we started off with Neo Tokyo, which is actually a map that we could see later on in the tournament, and it was a pretty close game.
Yeah, it's actually really smart to play that map on this stage because it gives you some of that practice when there's no other mutators involved. But Take 3 started out strong. They had a lot of back-to-back plays, just got met really, really well. That shot from Zane Jackie, quite a beauty.
Yeah, both teams on Retropia were really using that fountain by shortcutting the map, basically, not going around the walls. And then we get into the Rumble, and it was the classic show. Another magnet goal from him through the air.
So crazy.
He's been a beast. He's, like, him and Kronovi both have been doing really well during the Rumble games.
Yeah, there's a couple times where you saw, like, with the plunger, even though someone was going up to make a hit, he just went underneath it just to bait it out and then put it underneath one of the players. These guys so good at recognizing their opportunities before they even happen.
Yeah, like, and then I was surprised at Mayhem that, like, they weren't leaving anyone back enough, I felt like. Both teams should have just sat someone in net because the ball's so fast that you can just take shots from your own net while also playing defense. But really close game, and we thought that could have lasted like another 10 minutes, but Genesis pulling it out like I predicted, Lawler.
Hurts a little.
I was kind of hoping for another game 5 because
I wanted more Rumble.
I'm like loving Rumble. Let's do more Rumble. Go vote in the straw poll in the chat if you want more Rumble.
Wasteland. Guys, we haven't seen it. I know
have
you're
not
saving
seen
it for the
Wasteland.
finals. I know. Come on, Twitch chat. Wasteland.
It's up to you guys.
I love it. I love you.
Do it.
Let's look at the updated bracket. All of you following at home should know what this means. G2 Esports will be facing off against Genesis in the finals of the mid-season Mayhem. It's $4,000 for the winner of that match. Of course, G2 Esports has yet to lose a match or a game, actually. Genesis having a little bit more of a rocky road, but they historically have rocky roads and they figure it out in the end.
Yeah, these finals, no matter what, it's going to be a GG. So I think we're looking okay.
Oh, we should just go to commercial.
Can we be done?
Oh my gosh.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Please.
I know you're dead now, but
that was a rough one.
I know you're dead now. That's
But
not okay.
I really just want to kick Lawler like off the desk, so that's why I did it.
Oh my God. Before we do that, it is time, ladies and gentlemen. G2 Esports versus Genesis will be your next match. So right now, it would behoove you to go to the chat, go find that straw poll, because you are deciding what's going to happen with G2 Esports and Genesis. What arenas are they going to play on?
Wasteland.
What mutators are going to be utilized?
Fisticuffs.
It is completely up to you. So go vote in the straw poll. We're going to take a quick break from the midseason Mayhem. You're watching the Rocket League Championship Series. Coming up next is the finals, G2 versus Genesis. Don't go anywhere.